Hey, I'm Chad Sparks, and I am the teaching pastor at Providence Church in Knoxville. And I went to Manley Baptist Church back in the 80s when I was in high school and in college. And there's so many people in so many ways that God used Manley Baptist Church to impact my life. And when I was asked, I was recounting the many seniors who God used, and it occurred to me that many of them have now gone to be with the Lord. That was a long time ago. In fact, some who I will mention are seniors now, but they were about my age then. And that's kind of crazy, and it's a long list of people who God used, and I'm so thankful for them. But at the top of the list, of course, would be my father and Carol, his wife. And then I got to mention Richard Emmert, and in particular, Faye Emmert. Faye was truly like a mom to me. My mother had left our family, and when and Faye took me as her own, and she would cut out articles to encourage me. She would write me notes and cards to encourage me, and I would hang out at their house and sometimes even spend a night. And she would do things that a mom would do. She gave me dating advice. She helped me when I was struggling with whether or not God was calling me into ministry. She and Richard spent time with Darla and I before we were married, and they counseled us. And I wanted Darla to see what a real pastor's wife was like, and Faye Emmert was the model in every way. So I want to say thank you to Miss Emmert. Your encouragement, your smile, your wisdom, your patience of putting up with me and all my friends at your house, sometimes late at night, your food, your laughter, all huge for me and for so many others, including Darla, my wife. There are others who are now seniors who impacted me. Alan and Sherry Sharp come to mind. Talk about eating food at somebody's house. Man, we would attack her casserole and with regularity and go over there. My vivid memory though is to go on mission trips or on trips to for choir tour or to Centrifuge or something, and they were usually driving a van, and they were always with us and always pouring their lives into the kids at Manley. Barry and Linda Bean, Dale and Pamela Clayton. They, in fact, with Dr. Thompson, who they taught the greatest college Sunday school class in the history of the world, in my opinion. It was awesome. There was this great combination. I think that they thought it was terrible and out of control, but it was really perfect for college students. You had the doctor who was like a philosopher, Dr. Thompson, who talked out of the side of his mouth. And then you had John MacArthur, our own form of him, Coach Clayton. And then this, in the middle of it all, a member of the Clampett family, the Beverly Hillbillies, Barry Bean, who really was a master teacher and is a master teacher, and would rein everybody in and bring it all home for application and say, now folks, this is what you need to remember. And I got to tell you, I feel funny calling any of these folks seniors because, again, in the 80s they were my age, but you're seniors now. And I want to tell you how much God used you in my life and so many other people's lives. And I guess being a senior now is better than the alternative. Actually, it's not, because it's far better to be with Christ than to be here in this world. But let me encourage you to continue your influence as long as you are in this body, in this world, to bear fruit as you've done in people's lives like me. And we are grateful. And I know you will remember that to live is Christ and to die is gain.